Hi everyone, it's Miss Marissa with you here today. I'm coming to you from my home, and one of the reasons is because my work schedule didn't allow me to go into the church, but also our church is being used for something very special this week and next week, and it's called Out of the Cold. And Out of the Cold is a program that goes to local churches, and the local churches allow people who don't have homes to sleep in to stay there for 2 weeks at a time, to have a warm place to sleep and to get some meals. And St. Andrew's is participating in that right now, and the guests there are very grateful for it. We provide them a place to sleep that's warm, and then parishioners come in and bring meals for them. They bring beautiful dinners and breakfasts, and the guests that I got to have the chance to see on Thursday night were so incredibly grateful for the kindness of the people at St. Andrew's for participating in this. And that's what we're talking about today. Today we're going to talk about kindness, and I have a special story for you. I have found today's lesson. Look at this. This box is gold. Perhaps there is something as valuable as gold inside. Maybe there's a parable inside. They are very valuable and are worth even more than gold. This box also has a lid on it. Sometimes it's as if parables have doors that are shut. You can't go inside the parable even if you are ready. I don't know why. It just happens. One day the parable will open up for you. This box looks like a present. You know, there may be a parable inside because you were given parables as a present even before you were born. Even if you don't know what a parable is, it is still yours. It looks old. Parables are also old. They are older than you, and they are older than me, which is really old, isn't it? They're even older than your grandmother or grandfather. They're almost 2,000 years old. I wonder if there's really a parable inside. Let's look and see. I wonder what this could be. There is so much brown. No green at all, no blue at all, just brown, and it's very scratchy. It's hard to know what this could really be if there is only brown. Let's go in the box and see what else is here. I wonder what this could be. Wonder if it's a crack. Perhaps the whole thing is going to break into 2 pieces. Let's see if there's anything else in here to help us. Oh, it's a road. It's taking us from this place to this place. But there's more. Wonder what these could be. There's no light in them whatsoever. They're like shadows. Let's see what else is in here. There was once someone who did such amazing things and said such wonderful things that people followed him. And as they followed him, they heard him speaking of many things. Sometimes people asked him questions. One day, a person asked him what the most important thing in life is. The person he asked said, "You already know." "That is true, I do. It is to love God and to love people just like they are your neighbors." The person paused a while and thought. He then asked another question. "But who is my neighbor?" The person he asked then told this parable. There was once a person who went from Jerusalem down to Jericho. As he went along his way, he was attacked by robbers. They hurt him. They took everything he had and left him half dead by the side of the road. There was also a great priest of the temple who went on the road from Jerusalem to Jericho. As he went on his way, he came to the place where the person who had been hurt and had everything taken from him and was left by the side of the road half dead. When the priest came to him, he went to the other side and went along his way. There was someone else who worked at the temple who went from Jerusalem to Jericho. He was one of the people who helped the priest. He took care of the temple and helped with the music. He was called a Levite. When the Levite came to the place where the person who had been hurt had everything taken from him and had been left by the side of the road half dead, he too went to the other side of the road and went along his way. There was also a person on the road who did not live in Jerusalem. He was visiting from a country called Samaria. The people in Samaria did not like the people in Jerusalem, and the people in Jerusalem did not like the people from Samaria. When the stranger came to where the person who had been hurt had everything taken from him and had been left by the side of the road half dead, the stranger went to him. The stranger put medicine on the places where the person was hurt. He gave him his coat to put on. He put him on a donkey and then took him to a place to spend the night. The stranger even stayed with him all the night, and in the morning he gave the innkeeper enough money for him to stay there until he was well. Now I wonder who was the neighbor to the person who was hurt and had everything taken from him and was left by the side of the road half dead. I wonder if it could be this one. Could it be this one? I wonder if it could be this one. I wonder if the neighbor is this one. How about this one? Who is the neighbor to this one? Who is the neighbor to this one? I would wonder what would happen if the people in the parable were women and not men. I wonder what would happen if the person finding this injured traveler were a child. Here is the traveler, the Samaritan, the priest, the Levite, the thieves, the rocks, the cities, the road, Now, even though you don't have this parable with you, know that it can always be a part of you.
A man was robbed by evil guys. He was beaten and left to die. The priest saw the man ahead, crossed the road to get away instead. No one heard the poor man's cry. He was left to die. Someone else heard the poor man's cry. It was a local man walking by. He saw the man on the ground, but looked away and turned around. Who would help the man that's hurt, lying in the dirt? The Good Samaritan was a friend. The Good Samaritan lent a hand. The priest and the locals were not neighbors that day. They saw the man but looked away. The man still lying on the ground. The local and the priest let him down. But of all men to help that day, a Samaritan was coming his way. Locals and Samaritans never got along. To them that would be wrong. The Samaritan saw the man lying there. He felt sorry and gave him care. So he took care of him and carried him to the local inn. He did what he thought was right and cared for him through the night. The Good Samaritan was a friend. The Good Samaritan lent a hand. The priest and the locals were not neighbors that day. They saw the man but looked away. The next day he let the innkeeper know, I'll pay you now, then I'll have to go. But please look after this man, and when I return I'll pay you again. Whoever thought he would get a hand from a Samaritan man? The Good Samaritan was a friend. The Good Samaritan lent a hand. The priest and the locals were not neighbors that day. They saw the man but looked away. The Good Samaritan was a friend. The Good Samaritan lent a hand. The priest and the locals were not neighbors that day. They saw the man but looked away. They saw the man but looked away. They saw the man but looked away.